Live. I'm excited to chat with you this afternoon, this evening, kind of depends on where you're watching from. I want to talk about how to invest in real estate in 2024. So let me know where you're from. If you're just watching, double tap that screen to let's get some interaction up. And if you're on Instagram or Facebook, comment the word new and you will get sent a free training your way. I just recorded it last week about how to get into the real estate investing game, and we're going to go deeper into that training in the topics I'm going to talk about. It's free. I don't collect your phone number or your email address. It's a free training. So anyways, let's get the ball rolling. So you can invest in real estate in 2024, I know. So I own about $50 million in real estate. I bought using none of my own money, and sorry if I'm looking around, I got a few different apps up here right now, a few different phones, but I've been able to buy about $50 million in real estate using none of my own money. I've been through like the end of like the last crash where things got kind of funky, a decent uprising, 18 things kind of went down a little bit, 19, 20 things were good, then the pandemic hit, things went crazy, and now I've been through a few markets, I guess what I'm trying to say. I am able to buy and make passive income and active income at the same time. So which one would you prefer? And I'm going to get in some actual examples here. Again, throw word new in the chat box. I don't collect your phone number or your email address. It's legitimately a free training. All right, so your options are you can make passive money or you can make active money. This is what most people want, or what most people think they have to do. They have to pick from. Type 1, if you want to learn how to make passive income. Type 2, if you want to learn how to make active income. Because passive income is usually smaller, but it's passive. And active income is usually larger, but it's active. So which one would you rather have? Type 1 if you want to learn how to make passive income. Type 2 if you want to learn how to create active income. They both have their pros and cons and their benefits. So let me see what we're typing, what we're putting in the chat box. 1 and 2. Let me know where you're from if you're just joining me. Let me know where you're from if you're just joining me, and what do you want to learn about, passive income or active income? So again, we flip about 250 houses a year, and then I also have about 50 million in real estate. So I do the active and the passive. So lots of ones. There's some twos. Well, what if there was an option where you were able to do both? And this is what I want to talk about today. I have a way to invest in real estate that I'm going to show you today for free. And all I'm asking for you is to interact and comment and have fun, where you can do both without using any of your own money. I'm not pitching you anything. I guess I am pitching you one thing. You should get my book, Own Your Freedom. Type book in the comment section, or just go to Amazon and type in Own Your Freedom. I think it's less than $10 now. I raised the price from $5 to $10 because I didn't make any money on it. Now I make like $2, but it's $10. It's worth your time, I promise. It comes with a free 40 video course. So type the word book in the comment section. But anyways, that's the only thing I'm telling you. Other than that, I'm giving you away free advice. So let's talk about how the systems and processes and repeatable things that I have created over the past several years to make passive income and active income all at the same time in today's market. Would you like to learn how I have been able to do that? Thumbs up if you'd like to learn how I've been able to do that, because it's something that's repeatable for you. Most gurus, and I hate that word on social media, they buy their followers. I know them, you know them, and I know they buy their followers. A lot of people have these podcasts that they pay to rank high when they pay for 5-10 second views, so their ranking goes up. And then there's a lot of people that are legitimate on social media, but then they don't know how to teach. There are very few people that don't pay to play as far as getting followers and that actually do it. And I am one of those few people. You can hate me, like me, whatever, I don't care, but I don't buy my followers, I don't buy my views, and I actually invest. So this is not one of your normal lives where somebody's talking about something and they are talking to a fake audience, or somebody's talking about something they didn't do. I actively invest, I actively grow a brand, and I mirror them both now. So that's what we're going to talk about. So hopefully you appreciate that. Double tap the screen if you do appreciate that. Definitely, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, do that, and you will get sent a brand new free training. I just recorded it last week or maybe the week before. It's newer, about how to buy rentals in today's market. And I have a funding one I'm going to talk about later as well. All right, there's my pitch. There's my whole ploy about all the gross ickiness of the guru space in the world we live in today when it comes to that. So I don't trust the government and I don't trust the media. So in order to fully have independence in my life, because I don't trust what the media is telling me on either side, and I don't trust what the government's doing because everybody's in it for themselves, the only way I have security and peace of mind is to create active and passive income at the same time through real estate investing. And that's the strategy we're getting ready to talk about. Again, comment the word new in there. Then check your DMs. It's a free training. Don't collect your phone number or your email address. I'm the only one in the space that does that. Everybody else, you have to get their email address and phone number to actually watch the training. That's free. So check that out. And I would assume you all are with me. So I want you to type 1 in the chat box if you trust the government and media. And I think 2, if you don't trust the government or media. 1, if you trust the government and media. 2, if you don't trust the government or media. Because unfortunately, the media has so much impact on what we do and the government has so much impact on what we do that if you don't trust them, it's a very, very uneasy feeling. It's uneasy, right? Like I feel like we're in an uneasy time. So in order to get some assurance in an uneasy time, you need to learn how to invest in real estate. And in order to do it actively and passively, you need 2 different things. You need money and you need distressed properties. It's that simple. And I'm going to talk through right now with you how to raise money for free and how to find distressed properties for free. I'm going to do that right now for you for free, and I'm not asking you for anything again. I do have a book called Own Your Freedom that I believe is $9.99 on Amazon. Comes with 32 video course for free, so it's worth the $10. But regardless of that, I'm just trying to help you right now. I'm even giving away free training if you type new in the chat box and check your DM. But the most powerful things in this world are the most simple things. And a powerful and simple thing to understand and grasp is finding money and finding distressed value add properties. There is more money on the sideline than deals, and there is a hidden shadow market to find the deals that you probably don't know about. So again, I'm not asking for much except interaction. So let me know where you're from. Just type it freaking in if you haven't. I'd like to see it. Let me know where you're from. I'm in double tap that screen and share this live with anybody you know that's interested in real estate investing. So let's go through these 2 things. I'm going to give you massive tips on how to find these 2 things, and then I'm going to tie it together and show you what I don't show very many people, which is how to utilize distressed properties and other people's money to build active income and passive wealth all at the same time. The number 1 and 2 things people struggle with in the real estate investing game at the beginning is finding money and finding deals. So let's solve those right now. The first thing you need to do is you need to find money. Who has $100,000 or more in their bank account? Thumbs up if you have $100,000 or more in your bank account, and thumbs down if you have less than $100,000 in your bank account. There's nothing wrong with that. Most people are going to do a thumbs down or mentally do a thumbs down. So if you don't have enough money to buy assets, you're never going to get ahead because there is no hedge against inflation. There is no other way to get ahead financially unless you're able to buy assets. If you're just joining me, double tap the screen, thumbs up, let me know where you're from, comment the word new in the chat box, and I will send you an absolutely free training with no strings attached. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, X or Tiki or wherever else you're on, you're going to have to just DM me on Instagram. But anyways, you need money. This is the reason you need money, because money buys assets and assets equal freedom. So it's a very simple formula. Assets equal freedom, and you need money to buy assets. You see, I like inflation because my assets go up in value faster with inflation. The shitty part about inflation is hardworking Americans, the middle class, are the ones that are getting hit the hardest with it. I just took a picture on my phone. Somebody I went to college with went to Five Guys today in St. Louis. Cost him $25 and like 86 cents for 1 burger, 1 soda, and fries. $25 fucking for Five Guys for 1 person. 3-4 years ago, that would be 2 people. So anyways, the point is, inflation's hurting the people that need it to not hurt them the most. But those that have assets, inflation actually helps. So if we know we need money to buy assets, because we know assets create freedom, let's figure out how to find the money. Now, there are 2 main funding sources when it comes to raising money. And again, if you're wondering why I'm giving away all this free stuff on social media, well, if you want me to be candid with you, my social media is kind of sucking right now. So I have a very, very education-based audience. I worked my butt off for the past 3 years to get 3.1 million followers. And I started posting motivational stuff and it caught fire. I mean, I have motivational quotes that have hundreds of thousands of likes, but those people don't care about real estate. And I can't help you. Motivating you doesn't do shit. I need to give you tactical ways to create wealth, and that's through real estate, and that's through my live teaching. So that's why I'm going live, giving this information for free. I do have a free training that you can access to. Of course, I do have a community that people access that learn more. I have 1,800 students that own over $250 million in real estate because my ideas and my systems transfer to them. So there's that, but that doesn't applicable to you right now. Right now, we're just learning for free. Thank you for all the double taps. I appreciate that. So, and if you're on, I see a lot of double taps on Tiki right now. Thank you for that. You're gonna have to go to Instagram or TikTok, or Instagram or Facebook. But anyways, all right. So there are two main funding options that you need to buy real estate, create active income and passive wealth all at the same time. The first is short-term, and the second is long-term. Can anybody give me an example of a short-term lender? And then somebody give me, let's start out with that. Can anybody give me an example of a short-term lender? Anybody give me an example of a short-term lender? Thank you for all the double taps. If you're just joining, I'm talking about how to make active income and passive wealth at the same time in today's market, giving away free stuff, not asking for anything really. Besides you double tap it and make sure you follow me whatever platform you're on. Anybody have any thoughts on short-term lenders? Your main short-term lenders are going to be a private money lender and a hard money lender. I'll talk about them here in a second. The second type, give me an example of a long-term lender. If you're just joining me, there's two things you need to find to build active income and passive wealth. That is a lending source and a distressed value-add property. I'm covering lending now, and then I'm going to cover how to find value-add properties in a shadow market that nobody really has access to. It's a private market. It's not a public market. Thank you for typing new. I see people typing in new. You type in new, you will get, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, if you type in the word new in, you will get automatically DM'd a 20-minute training where I tell you how to buy real estate using none of your own money. You don't give me your phone number or your email address. It's free. All right, so long-term lending, I don't know. I got too many freaking cameras up, but it's going to be your banks. Now, there's specific banks to go to, but these are the two options. You need short-term funding and long-term funding. And what is your question? A lot of you probably have a question is, why don't you go directly to the banks? Why do you need this short-term funding? Did anybody have that question? Yes, did that question pop into your mind? Like, why do you need and by the way, everybody that types in new is going to get that free training sent to them, not collecting any of the information, and then they're going to watch a training, and then they're going to decide, was that training enough, or do I need professional help? Is there a reason why I have not created financial freedom? Is it me, or is it my lack of knowledge? And then you're able to schedule a call with my team. But there's no pressure. You just schedule a call with my team to learn about my professional help. It's up to you to decide to do it. Are you where you want to be financially? Yes or no? Do you think it has to do with your lack of knowledge and lack of implementation skills? Probably. Wouldn't it be nice to get knowledge and implementation skills that you can create wealth with? Probably. Anyways, so the reason why you have to get long-term funding and short-term funding is banks will not lend money on distressed properties. I told you earlier, to create wealth, you need money and distressed properties. Banks will not lend money on distressed properties. Therefore, there is a gap in the funding cycle, and that's where the short-term funding comes in. Because private lenders and hard money lenders, and I just shot 2.5 hours of training today because I'm coming out with a funding matrix product that is going to teach people how to raise money. This is fresh on my mind, but people there's several types of short-term funding, but private lenders and hard money lenders are your most common and most accessible lenders. And then we're going to long-term. So let's start out with short-term because this is the hardest. Long-term's easy. You go to a small local bank, you bring them a distressed property, or you go to a small local bank, and you bring them a fixed-up property that cash flows with equity, they will fall over themselves to earn your business. So long-term funding is easy. Let's focus on the short-term funding. So the number one holy grail that you're going to want to find in order to create wealth and active income at the same time is private money lenders. Now, who knows what a private money lender is? Thumbs up if you know what a private money lender is, thumbs down if you do not. Again, double tap that screen, share this live with anybody you know that's interested in real estate investing. As I'm waiting for the votes to come in, my name is Sam. I own about $50 million in real estate and buy 250 houses a year, so I build active wealth and income and passive wealth all at the same time. If you want training on that, type new. And it's not just training. It's really good 20-minute training that you need to watch the entire thing, but you're able to book a call with my team to learn about how we can help you and how we help people. It's not about me, it's about you. Real estate creates millionaires every day. My systems create financially free people and financially free students every single month. It's not about me and my systems and real estate. That works. That's proven. That's math. 1 + 1 = 2. It works. It's about you. Is it the right time in your life? Are you motivated enough to actually take action? And are you coachable and understand that other people's knowledge will get you further than your own inexperience? That's on you. It's not on me. You can sign up, that's great. I don't care, I'm good either way. I'll do fine, but it's about, do you want the help or not? So watch the training and book a call if you want that help. All right, so private money lenders. So some people know private money lenders is, some do not. Awesome, so let me explain what a private money lender is. Then I got another question for you. So a private money lender is an individual person who lends money outside of the traditional financial system. They lend money to somebody to buy and fix up real estate. That's what a private money lender is. Now, I want you to type in 1 if you know a private money lender, and I want you to type in 2 if you don't know a private money lender. And again, private money lenders are individuals that lend money out to real estate investors to buy and fix up property. So I'm going to let the votes come in. Type in 1 if you know a private money lender, 2 if you do not know a private money lender. I'm going to tell you where to find them. See some 2s, see some 2s. Man, I knew I was going to see this. Only Mania. NBD, it's Mr. Biggs, Nicola, Jeremiah, Katana. I can't read people's names. Anyways, so no offense to anybody that typed 2. Would you like me to be honest with you? Yes or no? Do you want my honesty, or do you want to be sugar-coated? Do you want to be told the truth, or do you want to be coddled? Which one? Honesty or sugar-coating? How would you like me to do this? Let me see. By the way, while I'm waiting for votes, type the word new in the chat box. If you're on Instagram and Facebook, you'll get sent a free training with a chance to schedule a call with my team. And if you're on another platform, just go to Instagram. All right, people say honest. They want to be honest. Okay. Everyone that typed 2, everyone that says they don't know a private money lender, raw dog. Love that. Yes, favorite, do that. Only way to do it. Anyways, anybody that typed in 2 lied to me. You just lied to me because you know a private money lender. Everybody on this call, let me caveat this. Let me caveat this. Wow, I just had like a freaking moment. Let me caveat this. Anybody live in the United States of America knows a private money lender. I don't know other countries, I don't pretend to. I do know the United States. Everybody in here that said they don't know a private money lender unintentionally lied to me. Now, I'm a forgiving person, so I'm going to forgive you, but you do know, Lord, but you do know a private money lender. Private money lenders are normal, everyday people. These are private money lenders. Does anybody on here know an insurance agent? Anybody on here know an insurance agent? Does anybody on here know a teacher? Anybody on here know a teacher? How about a police officer? How about an engineer? How about a sales manager? Does anybody on here know any of these jobs? Does anybody know an insurance agent? Does anybody know a teacher, a police officer, an engineer, a sales manager, a nurse? Do you know any of these occupations? Because if you do, you know a private money lender. And I didn't just make up these occupations. These are the occupations of my private money lenders. I was at WealthCon speaking in Vegas, and I met somebody from St. Louis whose insurance agent is one of my private money lenders. Normal, everyday, middle-class people are your typical private lender. So my point is, when I said that you lied earlier, it was kind of tongue-in-cheek. You just don't know that you know a private money lender. It's unintentional. You do. Every single one of these occupations has the ability to be a private money lender because private money lenders are normal, everyday, middle-class people. A typical private money lender is somebody in their 40s and their 50s. A typical private money lender is somebody that makes $75 to $150K a year. A typical private money lender is somebody who's lived in their house for the last 10 to 20 years. A typical private money lender is somebody that has a 401k and an IRA. Did you know that somebody can borrow 50% of their 401k and lend it to you? Did you know that somebody can self-direct their IRA and lend it to you, and there's companies that do that? Do you know that somebody's lived at their house for the past 10 to 20 years? Doesn't really matter their occupation. They have probably hundreds of thousands of dollars of equity that they can lend you to invest in real estate. You know, somebody that lives on a budget and is surviving today probably has money saved aside that they could lend you. And you know, people in their 40s and 50s are looking retirement in the eye and they're wanting diversified income streams to retire earlier. This is why you don't know a private money lender, because you don't know what an actual private money lender is. Private money lenders are not the mob. It's not the mafia. Private money lenders are normal, everyday people. So if you want to comment the word fund, you'll get sent a free training where I talk about how to find private money lenders and hard money lenders. So we're talking about active and passive income right now, building at the same time. You need money. You need private lenders and hard money lenders. I have hard money lenders I can introduce you to. I introduce my students to hard money lenders every single day. Hard money lenders are easy to find. We just covered private lenders. Hard money lenders are companies that are in business to lend you money. I'm not going to tell you how to find hard money lenders because all you have to do is ask local investors you know. Google hard money lenders near me, go to local meetups and go to local Facebook groups about real estate, and you will find hard money lenders. So that's easy. And banks, again, small local banks are the easiest thing to find in the world because they will trip over themselves to lend you money on a good deal. Let me know where you're from. If you have not, double tap the screen, share this live with anybody who knows interest in real estate investing. Tiki, you're going to have to go over to IG if you want to have those keywords do anything. All right, so I'm briefly covering things right now. I understand that this is a freaking live. I can only do so much. That's why I have new and fun to get your training. But we covered raising money. And I'm sorry you can't just click a button and raise money. I wish the world lived that way. You have to put in some effort, but you can raise money. Now, let's cover how to find distressed properties, okay? Let's cover that now. What are we doing on time? All right, we're doing all right. All right, let's cover distressed properties now, okay? So, you find money. That's great. You're going to find money. Hard money is super easy to find. Private money is not that hard to find either. But now you need a distressed asset to make this whole thing work. So we need to find distressed properties and distressed assets. And once I just showed you how to find money, I'm going to show you how to find properties, and then I'm going to spend about 5 minutes in tying them together and showing you a process, a system that is repeatable and replicatable for anybody, anywhere, anytime to make active income and passive wealth all at the same time. If you appreciate that, double tap the screen, share this live with anybody you know that's interested in real estate investing. Thank you for spending your evening, or not, I guess depending on where you are. I know I looked at people all across the world watching this. Not a ton of people, but there's people in most countries and a decent amount in the U.S. So depending where you're watching, morning, afternoon, evening, thank you for being here. All right, so we talked about money. Let's talk about finding deals. Now, the key is finding distressed properties. Now, there are two ways to find distressed properties. There's the public market and the private market. Which one do you think you're able to get better, more discounted deals? Do you think you're able to get better, more discounted deals in the public market? Or do you think you're able to get better, more discounted deals in the private market? Which one do you think gives better deals for you as an investor? Public market or private market? Kind of nice nobody's here at the office. Private, correct. Private market is where you're able to find the better deals. The public market is the MLS, it's Zillow, Realtor.com. You're not going to get deals there because everybody and their brother and their mother and their sister and their aunt and their uncle and their grandparents, everybody sees the properties that are listed there. However, there is a private market, I call it a shadow market, where you're able to get distressed properties at deep discounts because you're going private. You're finding deals that only one or two people have found. You're getting access to properties that are distressed, that need work, that never hit the public market. Would you like to learn some potential avenues to get access to that private market? Would you like to learn that? See some news. If you type the word new in, you got to be on Instagram and Facebook, and you will get DM'd automatically a free training that's no strings attached, no phone number or email address needed. If you're on X or a different platform, you have to go to either link in my bios there, Tiki2, or DM me on Instagram. All right, okay. So there's private shadow market. So the private shadow market is it's a market. It's called a off-market property. It's not on market. It's off-market. There's a ton of different ways to find them. So there is like 1 to 3% of houses that are sold off-market, but there are millions of houses that are sold. Therefore, there are hundreds of thousands of houses. Good Lord. I'll just say it. There are hundreds of thousands of houses that you can get that are distressed, that are off market, that other people have access to. Now, you can go directly to the seller by doing marketing. You can pay to play, or you can network to play. Which one would you rather do? Would you rather pay to play, pay to get leads, or would you rather network and get leads for free? Which one would you rather do? Potentially government sites, yeah. What would you rather do? Would you rather pay to play, or would you rather get them for free? Now, pay to play is faster and better deals, but you have to have money and consistency and negotiating skills. Networking is free, and networking, I think, is what most people want to do. So there are two main sources that you're going to use to network. Wholesalers. Who knows what a wholesaler is? Thumbs up if you know what a wholesaler is, thumbs down if you do not. Ow, my chest is finally back in the gym. So I worked out, from about age 15 to about 35, not like every day, but like a couple times a week, 3-4 times a week, off and on, a couple months off, but pretty consistently. Then this past year, it's been so freaking busy with work and everything, I have not worked out. So I keep getting said, hey, you look skinny. It's like, it's not a good thing. So anyways, got back in the gym, chest is sore. All right, so some people know what wholesalers is, some don't. Wholesalers are people that pay to find leads. They're just one step ahead of you, but rather than closing on it, they want to sell it. So wholesalers are incredible options. We buy 50 to 60 houses a year from wholesalers, and they are absolutely free leads. Now, you pay for them by actually by paying for the deal. Fucking shit. All right. You pay for them by paying after the deal. So they get a deal, they get under contract, they mark it up and sell it to you, but it doesn't matter if it meets your criteria. It's a great way to get some leads. And then another option are real estate agents. Now everybody knows what real estate agents are, but real estate agents come across a distressed property or two a year, and they don't want to shop it. The seller doesn't want them to shop it. It's a hoarder house. It's a pre-foreclosure. It is somebody that is getting moved on. The house has a ton of work needed, and they can't sell those on the open market. Why? Because the open market has a bunch of people that want to live in the house, and people want to live in the house. Banks aren't going to lend money to people that want to buy a distressed house. Remember, I told you earlier, banks don't lend money to people banks don't lend money on distressed houses. So a bank's not going to lend money to a non-real estate investor on a distressed house. So the real estate agent has no other option than to call you. Boom. All right? So I know this was a little bit of brief. That was just kind of just the tip a little bit here. So sorry about that. But I want to tie the two things together and let you get on about your day. So hang out with me for a couple more minutes if you're still here. Double tap that screen, share this live. We got about a 5 to 7 minute finisher. That's what she said. We're going to do that here right now. Comment the word new if you're on Instagram or Facebook, and you will get sent a DM of a 19-20 minute training that I recorded that's absolutely free. I don't add phone number or email address. What's up, Dean? It also allows you to It also allows you to schedule a call with my team, learn more about my community. It's the best community in the country. It's not particularly close. There's about 1,800 of us. There's calls every day. There's resources. I introduce you to funding partners. I introduce you to everything you need and all the information you need. So anyways, get the training and decide if you want more. But if you're not financially free, there's a reason for that. And it's probably knowledge and implementation. Let me help you with both of those things. All right, so if you're just joining, we talked earlier. We want to create wealth through real estate in 2024. We want passive wealth and active income at the same time. We're going to do both. So what you need is you need to find nobody trusts the government or the media. We answered that question. So you need to find money, you need to find deals. We just talked about how to find both. If you didn't get this live, I apologize. I may throw this back out on social media one of these days. But let's talk now about how to tie this all together to make active income and passive wealth. It's called, and it's not your normal, it's called the BRRRR method. Now this is not like just for rentals. This is the BRRRR method for flips and wholesales and rentals. So this is the new 2024 BRRRR method. This is not something that you've heard about in the past or something that you can even honestly do. So double tap that screen. Let's talk about this method, about how you make active income and passive wealth all at the same time with this one method, okay? Let's get a drink and let's hammer this thing hard at the beginning, or hammer this hard at the end. I can literally say everything and almost say that's what she said after. So it's pretty funny. All right, here we go. So, stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and scale. It's the BRRRR method. Now all you need is a distressed property, as I discussed earlier, and a hard money or private money lender. So let's say you can find a distressed property. Let's say you can find a distressed property for $180,000 and it needs $35,000 worth of work. So you technically need $215,000 to buy and fix up this property. Now let's talk about the active income side. You can find this distressed property for $180,000 and negotiate it down to $170,000 and then sell it to a real estate investor for $180,000. So you can, if you found the distressed property, you can make money in 25, 30 days by wholesaling it. That's the active income side, one of the active income sides. Hone your skill of finding these distressed properties. And I teach my students over 30 ways to do that, but hone these skills of finding these distressed properties, okay? Hone the skill. And then you can, if you get it under contract, you don't have to close on it. You can sell it before closing and make money now. Now, let's say you do close on it with a private lender's money and you get $215,000 from the private lender. They write you a check for $215,000. You then in turn write a check and close on it for $180,000 and you pay contractors $35,000 to fix it up. Now you have $215,000 of a private lender's money in a deal. Guess what? At this point, if you want more active income, just sell it. You don't have to keep it. You can just sell it and make more money. But if you do want to keep it, then this is where you get one property, make money now, money later, or wealth. You can pick and choose what you specifically need for your specific situation. I see some people typed new on TikTok. Thank you for that. But if you want that free training that comes with typing the word new, you got to go to Instagram or Facebook. So type the word new on Instagram or Facebook if you want that free, ungated free training. All right, so now at this point you get the property rented, okay? You get it rented, you start to collect some income, and then you bring it to a small local bank. This is a real life property. It appraised for $280,000. So a small local bank wrote me a check for 80% of $280,000, which if I remember was like $224,000, $225,000. Any guesses what I did with the $225,000? Any guesses what I did with the $225,000? Comments are delayed. We're just going to roll with it. I took the $225,000. I paid back my private lender their $215,000 plus $9,000 in interest. They're happy. They're paid off. Now I do owe the bank $224,000, but I take rent and pay back the bank every single month. So I borrowed money to buy and fix up a distressed asset. I got the distressed asset that was now fixed up rented. I got a loan from the bank to pay back my lender. Now I do owe the bank money, but rent pays the bank. And after that, you systemize, which we're not going to get into right now. All right, that's all I got for you. Thanks for being here. Make sure you're following me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you're watching. Follow me on that platform. Check out the FasterFreedom Show podcast. Check that out on all podcast platforms and YouTube, and type the word book, or just go to Amazon and type in Own Your Freedom. It's a $10 book that I promise can help change your life, and it comes with a free 32 video course. I don't really make any money on it, but I can help you. So thank you. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my live. I'm excited to chat with you this afternoon, this evening, kind of depends on where you're watching from. I want to talk about how to invest in real estate in 2024. So let me know where you're from. If you're just watching, double tap that screen to let's get some interaction up. And if you're on Instagram or Facebook, comment the word new, and you will get sent a free training your way. I just recorded last week about how to get into the real estate investing game, and we're going to go deeper into that training in the topics I'm going to talk about. It's free. I don't collect your phone number or your email address. It's a free training. So anyways, let's get the ball rolling. So you can invest in real estate in 2024, I know. So I own about $50 million in real estate. I bought using none of my own money, and sorry if I'm looking around. I got a few different apps up here right now, a few different phones, but I've been able to buy about $50 million in real estate using none of my own money. I've been through like the end of like the last crash where things got kind of funky, a decent up